Hi guys, VC10 Aviation here, and today I'll be making a model airport update. Now this model airport update is going to be of London Gatwick. Some of these routes are new routes for London Gatwick, I think. I don't know if they've yet started, and some of the equipment you may notice, like the Virgin Atlantic A340s, the Qatar A350, some of these aircraft we have seen at Gatwick in the past, but whether or not, again, we see them in the future, that's something else. So we'll first get started. As I did previously mention, you will see some aircraft like Virgin Atlantic A340s, British Airways 757s in the airport update. So, and both, I think for Heathrow, or I might just keep it to Gatwick for now. So here we have the British Airways 757-200. This is in the poppy appeal livery. This aircraft will be arriving. This aircraft actually came in from Tenerife, and it will be heading out to Funchal later on. Here we have a Turkish Airlines 777-900ER. That arrived in from Istanbul, and it'll be heading back out there. There we have an EasyJet A319, arrived in from Jersey, and it will be heading out to Glasgow. I've flown that. I've actually been on that flight before, so that's quite cool. So yeah, here we have the TUI Airways 757-200. This arrived in from Tenerife, and it'll be heading out to Boa Visitor. Sorry about that. And then we have the Qatar One World A350. Actually, back in the summer, I think of 2019 or December 2019, we definitely did get the A350 of Qatar Airways. I think this was like sort of the midday rotation, so the afternoon flight. I think we got an A51,000. I don't know if we definitely did get an A350. I know we got A330, we got 777. So that's cool to see that. So here we have the A350 of Qatar Airways. This is the One World livery, and this will be arriving in from Doha, and it'll be heading back out there later on. There we have two British Airways A319s. These will be heading out to Glasgow and Edinburgh. I mean, this, both of these here remind me of like the South Terminal vibes, I guess. What you see at Gatwick, South Terminal vibes. There we are. So yeah, this is like this is North Terminal vibes right here. So yeah. So there we have the TUI Airways Boeing 787. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Bridgetown. There we've got the Vueling A321. We normally get these to Barcelona, so this will be heading out none other to Barcelona. There we have a Virgin Atlantic A340-600. This is in the big Virgin Atlantic thank you livery. This arrived in from Orlando this morning. This airport is kind of based on, you might see the A340s. This is like when the A340s used to operate from London Gatwick. This is the times of like Alpha Bravo. But yet again, as soon as that got withdrawn, the A340s started to get retired as well. So that's one of those things. So that arrived in from Orlando, and then it's just currently parked up. There we have the RAF Airbus KC2 Voyager or A330 MRTT. This is in the United Kingdom livery, and this will be heading out to Brighton City Airport. It arrived in from Bryce Norton, and it will be doing it did a few touch and goes, and then it will be doing a touch and go at Brighton City Airport. So that's that. We actually did get this in the summer, not this aircraft I don't think, but we definitely did get an A400M during the summer of 2020, or I think it was something like that. They did a touch and go at Brighton City Airport with the A400M. So yeah, that's where that kind of route is basically inspired from. So I know they didn't have the Airbus KC2. I mean, that would be pretty cool if that was that. So yeah. So here we have the Icelandair 757-200. This is the Heckler Aurora livery. I have seen this aircraft at Gatwick, so yeah. So this aircraft will be heading out to none other than Reykjavik. And then we have Iberia A321 to Madrid. This aircraft, they don't normally fly the mainline Iberia, which this is, to London Gatwick. So I don't have an Iberia Express at the moment, so that's why I'm using this. But eventually one day I will get an Iberia Express. So that's all that. So here we have the if it will focus, the Emirates A380. This arrived in from Dubai. This is the Wildlife one. So this aircraft is no longer in this library. So in this update you'll see A6EI and EDG. These are no longer in the wildlife libraries. So this is Wildlife 1 2016, and that arrived in from Dubai. There we have the Virgin Atlantic A340. This arrived in from Bridgetown, and it will be going to the remote stands. There we have the actually, before I go on to the Air China A350, that's going out to Shanghai. So I was going to mention the Virgin Atlantic towing tractor, as you can see there. This is a custom model by me, so I've basically included one of those Gemini Jets decals. I've painted it red, and so that's that. So then we've got the British Airways 777-200ER. That's arriving in from New York, and it'll be heading down to Orlando. There we have China Eastern A330-200. That will be this is a Sky Team. This arrived in from Shanghai, and it'll be heading back out there. Both Air China and China Eastern fly to and from Shanghai from London Gatwick. I know Shanghai's been operating out of Heathrow for a little while, but it's definitely served from Gatwick, as far as I'm aware. And then we have a Delta A330-300. This is inaccurate. This aircraft arrived in from Boston, and it will be heading back out there. I think Delta is going to start Gatwick. I want to say they're going to start, I think they are starting with a 757 from Boston and New York. I think it's going to be sort of 757, Boeing 767. I don't think they're going to be using the A330, but I don't have any of those aircraft yet to include in the airport update. So here you may notice the over here we have the Egypt Air 737-800. This is another new route. This is a 737-800 heading to Sharm el Sheikh. So that's a nice livery on the 737. And then we have the Emirates A380-800. This is Wildlife 2. This is Delta Gulf. As I mentioned, India, Echo India as well. So this is Delta Gulf. This is Wildlife 2. This aircraft no longer in the library either. So this aircraft will be heading out to Dubai, where this one's arrived in. So here we have a Vueling A320. This arrived in from Paris, and it'll be heading out to Rome. There we've got a Virgin Atlantic A330. This arrived in from Manchester Ringway on a positioning flight, and it'll be heading out to Las Vegas later on. So that pretty much concludes the update. I've got one more aircraft to feature, and that is the Virgin Atlantic 747-400, and that will be heading out to none other than Orlando. So you may notice a few things like the handy page herald I've added. So this is like trying to replicate the Skyview viewing terrace, what they used to have there.